Hello there, welcome to NTV English News Bulletin. I'm Bhavana Casey. In the beginning, we have the headlines. At least 6 persons killed in a 6.6 magnitude earthquake in Doti. Prime Minister Deva instructs to expedite rescue and relief efforts after shocks continue to hit the area. Voters' education program intensified across the country with the nearing of November 20 elections. Candidates busy wooing the voters. Republicans encouraged to take control of the House of Representatives as results of U.S. midterm elections come in. Battle for Senate's control on a knife ace. And Nepal locking horns with Bhutan today in the SAF Under-15 Women's Championship football underway in Bangladesh. Match to kick off at 4:30 p.m. Welcome back. You are with NTV English News Bulletin. Now we have the news in details. At least 6 persons have been killed and 5 others have been injured after a strong earthquake jolted Doti district. According to the National Seismological Center, an earthquake of 6.6 magnitude occurred at 2:12 a.m. in the wee hours of the morning, with the epicenter in the Kaptar National Park area located in Doti. Deputy Superintendent of Police Bhola Kumar Bhatta said Bhagawati Bohra, Sita Bohra, Harka Bohra, Prem Bohra, Tulsi Bohra and Dhansari Bohra of Goiri Gaon in Purbi Chowki rural municipality ward number 3 lost their lives following the collapse of the house. Dozens of houses in the rural municipality have been destroyed, but informed 5 persons were injured in the earthquake have been rushed to the hospital for treatment. The Nepali Army helicopters called from Surkhet and Dhangadi of Khailali rescued the injured persons. Similarly, Army troops from Vaira Battalion are deployed at the site for rescue, taking help from locals and other security forces. Relief items including food are being delivered to the site. An earthquake measuring 5.5 on the Richter scale also had jolted the same area at 9:07 p.m. last night. 7 aftershocks have been felt in the area so far. Prime Minister and Nepali Congress's President Sher Bahadur Deva has condoled the death of 6 persons due to house collapse following an earthquake in Doti last night. Taking to the Twitter, the Prime Minister extended deep condolences to their family members. Prime Minister Deva also has instructed the agencies concerned to be mobilized in rescue and relief works in the affected areas and manage the appropriate treatment for the people injured in the disaster. 3 people have been killed and 12 injured when a jeep carrying passengers from Patal Kateri Bhutan municipality ward number 5 met with an accident at local Purna Gaon last night. The jeep was heading towards Patal Kateri from Khaira, the municipality's ward number 1, at the time of the accident. It was carrying people who had gone to Khaira for observing the Purnima Mela, a religious fair. Locals and a team of the area police office Bizuwa rescued the injured ones and took them to the hospital. The cause of the accident is unknown and the driver is said to be absconding. With this update, time to go for a short break, but still to come we have. Welcome back. Now to more updates. With the nearing of November 20 elections to the House of Representatives and Provincial Assembly members, voters' education programs are intensified across the country. Voters' education program is being conducted in various districts to teach the voters how to cast ballots and reduce the number of the invalid votes this time. Mock elections are also being held at different places to teach the voters about the voting process. Meanwhile, political parties and candidates are busy in mass assemblies and door-to-door campaigns to woo the voters with just 11 days left for the polling day. Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deva is scheduled to address the election gathering in Baitadi and Darsula in course of the election canvassing today. President Bidyadevi Bhandari has reached the People's Republic of the Iceland, Reykjavik, the capital, as part of the two-day official visit to the Nordic island country. Nepal's acting ambassador for Denmark, ntvithari, and Iceland's consular general Nichel Lokarsen and high-ranking officials of the foreign ministry welcomed President Bhandari at the Keflavik International Airport. The president will attend the Reykjavik Global Forum of Women Leaders being held in Reykjavik on 8 to 10 November. The forum is an annual event convening women leaders across the sectors including politics, business, civil society, academia, arts and media. During the visit, the president is scheduled to receive the award and deliver an acceptance speech. The president is also scheduled to deliver a keynote speech in the forum. President Bhandari will return Nepal on 12th of November. Now to the international update. Republicans are on course to take control of the House of Representatives as a result of the crucial U.S. midterm elections come in. But the battle for the control of the Senate is on a knife edge, with the key states of Georgia, Pennsylvania, Arizona and Nevada yet to be called. In other high-profile contests for governor seat, Florida Republican DeSantis and Pennsylvania Democrat Shapiro have been projected to win. The results of these elections will decide who will control Congress for the next 2 years and threaten to thwart President Joe Biden's plans. Rising prices and abortion policy are the main issues affecting the voters' decisions, according to early exit poll data. All 35 seats in the House and 35 seats in the Senate are up for the grabs. More updates lined up on the other side, but before that, let's have what we have coming up next. Welcome back. Now to more updates. The Pentagon on Tuesday said North Korea is covertly supplying Russia with a significant number of artillery cells to aid Russia in its conflict with Ukraine. Pentagon Press Secretary Pat Ryder's comments follow National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby saying last week that the U.S. believes North Korea is attempting to make look as though the weapons are being sent to other countries instead. He added that the U.S. has an idea of which country or countries the North may funnel the weapons through, but wouldn't specify because the administration continues to look at how it might respond to North Korea's actions. Kirby insisted that North Korean shipments will not alter the trajectory of the conflict, citing Western efforts to resupply the Ukrainian military. China's Consumer Price Index CPI, a main cause of inflation, rose 2.1% this year. Rose 2.1% year-on-year in October, the National Bureau of Statistics said. In particular, the prices in urban and rural areas rose by 2 and 2.5% respectively in October. In the month, food prices went up by 7%, while non-food items increased by 1.1% year-on-year. The price of consumer goods and services rose by 3.3% and 0.4% respectively. In the first 10 months, China's consumer prices increased by 2% compared with the same period of last year. The CPI went up by 0.1% on the month of October. More updates lined up on the other side, but before that, let's have what we have coming up next. Now to sports. Nepal is competing with Bhutan today in the ongoing SAF Under-15 Women's Championship football underway in Bangladesh. The match will kick off at 4:30 p.m. in Dhaka. Nepal will continue their undefeated streak and enter the field in search of their third win. In its first match, Nepal defeated Bhutan by a wide margin of 7 goals, and in the second match, it defeated the host Bangladesh by 1-0. Nepal is second in the table with 6 points from 2 matches. New Zealand will be facing Pakistan in the first semi-final of the ICC T20 World Cup 2022 at the Sydney Cricket Ground today. The Kiwis showcased some extraordinary performances in the Super 12 to finish as the table toppers, and their only defeat came against England. Even though the Kiwis are in outstanding form, they have to worry about their dismal record against Pakistan in the ICC tournament knockouts, having lost in the semis of the 1992 as well as 1999 World Cups and T20 World Cup 2007 respectively. The upcoming clash now presents the Black Caps with a perfect opportunity to rewrite history and seal a second T20 World Cup final berth. With this update, we come to the end of this English News Bulletin, but before we say goodbye, let's have a quick reminder of the major stories. At least 6 persons killed and 5 injured in a 6.6 magnitude earthquake in Doti, Prime Minister Dewa instructs to expedite rescue and relief after shocks continue to hit the area. Voters' education program intensified across the country with nearing of November 20 elections. Candidates busy wooing the voters. Republicans likely to take control of the House of Representatives as a result of U.S. midterm elections come in. Battle for Senate's control on a knife is. And Nepal locking horns with Bhutan in SAF Under-15 Women's Football Championship underway in Bangladesh today. Match to kick off at 4:30 p.m. That's all we have in this edition of English News Bulletin. We shall see you again with the next round of English Bulletin at 6 in the evening. Till then, have a great time ahead and do stay tuned with us. Namaste.